Welcome back to another video. It's ThrawnBuilds. Today I'm in my Lego room, pictured right here. I built a little bit ago, thinking through my favorite custom Lego brands. And I realized it's been a minute since my last custom Lego tier list. So consider this an update or part 2 to that video. Although today we're going to stick to brands that I own. We're going to be diving into some of my favorites: Christo, Brickguild, Orbital, Brickarms, mostly pad and injection molded brands, and today I'll be limiting my list to only brands I have in my collection currently. So although I've owned brands like AV Figs, Cobalt Customs, Abnormal, Light Customs, plenty of others, they won't be in today's video if I don't currently have them. Of course, we're going to start out with one of my favorites, Brickguild. Some of the best classic designs around, but unfortunately almost always sold out on site at all times. This brand has been around for a while and prints lots of historical, classic, sci-fi, and really more, really focusing on simple Lego style and design philosophy, but they really shine through with the classic charm. Brickarms, the absolute standard for minifigure weapons and accessories. Their designs are the highest quality injection molds you'll find, and with lots of more sought after, difficult to find parts like the COD Wonderwaff, the Halo Needler, Blade Runner LAPD 2019 blaster, and tons of accurate firearms like the wide variety of AKs, ARs. There is quite a community of collectors. The downside of Brickarms, though, is if you get really into it, you're definitely ending up on government watch lists. If Lego ever started releasing 18 plus, but like actually 18 plus, we'd get Citizen Brick. The minifigures are detailed, full of personality, and there's great use of simple molds to create hats, bowling pins, cigarettes, all sorts of pieces Lego hasn't or won't make. However, sometimes their releases are a little too niche, but the mold and print quality are great, as well as the business model. It's the best around, and you're almost never going wrong ordering some CB. Almost. Ktown bricks. Fantasy, medieval, elves, anything you might need for your fantasy mock. I assume a few of you listening are like, no, listen, the V1 King Arthur with the reddish brown UV beard print is actually much better than the V3 with the dark brown pad beard print. And I actually have 200 knights in my mock, but I will never bring it to a con or display it anywhere. I don't know why I just roasted the Ktown fans. I love you, Ktown fans. Listen, one day you will make out of your mom's basement. No, I'm done. Much love to Ktown and Ethan. There's been some amazing recent Fallout printed, molded stuff, and this is a brand where their site is typically well stocked, so you can usually shop at your leisure, and the best stuff sells quickly after drops, but definitely grab some Ktown. Panda Bricks is a pad printing machine. He's been churning out some high quality customs at reasonable prices recently. They've recently handled some big name figures like the Cloud City Jango Fett's, and they've got a ton of classic designs. I'm a big fan. Next up, Orbital Minifigures. This brand has really grown in the last few years. Some of you may remember them as classic minifigures. That is no longer. They don't do classic anymore, RIP. The pad printing is super high quality, and there's so many good options between themes and drops. Fantastic brand. The only bummer is you're very likely supporting 2 kangaroos in a trench coat. This brand is out of Australia. I can honestly say, with no animosity, SJ Bricks fell off. I used to search on Discord for hours, days, weeks, months for the John Wick, for the classic Breaking Bad, for the old Mace Windu, for the old Moff Gideon and Mando. And then, I eventually did collect most of them and then eventually sold them. Excuse my son, he wants to be a part of the video apparently today. The old Flesh Boba is the only thing I have left. So, Beck Customs, I own this Grogu figure, and that is it. I used to be after a lot of Beck, and now I'm not. And it's all UV. But I'm going to give the guy his flowers. He was very influential in the classic customs craze of, I would say, 2020 to 2024, 2025. Are we still in it? I don't know. Corissant Customs is a small but loved section of my collection. The quality isn't the absolute highest, but nor is the price, so it's typically worth it. Bigigs, A great middle ground between affordability and quality. Their customs feel like something LEGO could have made, but didn't. The releases aren't as frequent, and the drops can be hectic, but Al has done an amazing job printing stuff and keeping up with the demand as it's risen. It's high-quality prints, and he's done a great job facilitating pre-orders for overseas brands to make it easier for US buyers who are looking to buy some of those. I'm done with pre-orders. I will never do one again, but for those who are doing it, Al is doing a great job. Minifigure plug, longtime designer, newish printer, did a great job. This black Arena Fett, his latest print, has arm and leg print and looks great. There's a ton of his designs that I would just love to see printed. Brickforge, the powered assault armor or Halo Chief armor, and I do specify the armor set because it's all I own from the brand. They do have quite a few great designs, but the armor is just absolutely legendary in the LEGO Halo community. There are a ton of older colors that are no longer sold on the site and are sought after. There are plenty of colors available, but there are also new colors that have come out, and the brand has actually, it had not touched the armor set really for seemingly years, and now they've started to release new colors. Colt of Customs, a great newer minifigure brand on the scene. Their head classic designs are just fantastic. Keep an eye out for this brand out of the UK. Lando, aka Brick Warp. Now listen, we all know that you got to start somewhere, but when you're ready to upgrade, you get some Brick Warp. It's UV, it's camos, it's kind of the reason you're using UV, and Lando used to work for Brickmania for a long time, and he's got a great eye for design. We've got lots of themes, lots of parts and pieces that no one was really making, no one's UV printing on, and it's really creative, really unique. Heartstar Customs, with some figures printed by Brickguildtoys and some with House of Minifigs. Ethan, a young designer, shows his talent and eye for design with both unique original designs like Snow, Padme, and Thrawn that I did have some inputs on since we collaborated on them, and a few game design figures, as well as a few original pieces. Little Armory. These early made injection molded pieces match with classic LEGO Star Wars style super well, and they're designed to be Rebel Blasters, Clone Blasters, Boba Fett's EE3, and they were released super early on in the custom space. Brick Warriors. They have designs that span fantasy, historical, modern military, and sci-fi. Founded in 2011 by Ryan and Amanda, the company began with a small lineup but quickly expanded. The brand today is owned and operated, I believe, by Victor of Eclipse Graphics, and they've released lots of great molded accessories under Vic. Brick Tactical specializes in military and Halo-themed accessories and custom minifigures, but actually got their large start with Minecraft accessories before LEGO ever made anything Minecraft. And of course, what better way to wrap up the video than with Christo7108, a renowned creator best known for their slightly original TCS or the Complete Saga Jedi, producing super limited edition Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Tintin, and many, many others, including Michael Jackson and astronauts. Christo is at the top of the game when it comes to quality, but his pre-order model leaves a lot to be desired, and many don't order from him at all simply because he has so many outstanding pre-orders left just as renders. So there you have it. It's not really a tier list, it's not really a rankings, it's just sort of my collection, sort of what am I into in 2025, and I guess you could take it by, the size of my collection of a certain brand is definitely affiliated to how much I like to collect them, like to give them my money, but we love all brands in this house. We love to consume, we love to purchase, we love purchasing power. Anyways, have a good one. It's been ThrawnBuilds.